It's Tuesday, which means it's GT Teacher Tip Tuesday. I'm Casey, bringing you tip number 5. All right, one thing I love to do at the beginning of the year is to figure out the learning style preferences of my students. What I mean is figuring out what type of learner they are and what type of activities they're drawn to and what way they can express themselves the best. So let me go over the 4 major types of learners, and then I'll tell you why I think this is so important. So first of all, we have mastery learners. You can think of the student kind of like a paperclip, right? They like procedure, they're practical, they like structure, they like explicit instruction, drill and practice. They're looking for what are the facts and the details about this assignment, and they're going to be able to list them and tell you. Then you have your interpersonal students. Now, these you can think of like a heart. They are the sweet, caring teddy bears of your class. They learn best when they are connected with people, they're working in collaborative groups, they're learning about the ways that this topic impacted people in the past and in the future. They love discussion and love working with others. The third type of learner you might have in your class is what I am, an understanding learner. This type of student is always asking why. They might drive you crazy sometimes, but they're looking for the big ideas. They're asking questions. They love to do investigations and debate and logic, and they like being right a lot of the time too, at least if they're like me. And finally, the 4th type of student you might have in your class is the self-expressive student. These students are so creative. They have this amazing imagination. They might be artistic, and they like to have creative activities, hands-on things, moving around your classroom. They like to think about the new possibilities, and they're always asking the what if, and they get you off track, right? Because they just want to know what if, right? But knowing these types of learners in your classroom can help you in so many different ways. So let's go over the ways that it can help students, and then it can help you as the teacher. And just very quickly, one way that I figure out students' learning styles and preferences is I just put up a simple slide like this one, and I read it out loud to the kids. I have them read it themselves, and then I have them rank where they feel most drawn to, and we talk about it, and then I have them journal about what it's like to be that type of learner and why they're more one than the other. Now, not every kid is going to be one of those 4 completely. We have a little bit of each, but try and get them to pick just one as their main way of learning, so that you can get a better idea of who's in your class. Creating activities that meet the learning style needs of your students help them in many ways. So first of all, it's going to increase their motivation. When students get to pick a task that's directly related to the things they like to do, they will jump in and they are motivated to do that project or that task or that activity. So they're definitely more motivated and more engaged, which is what we always want in the classroom is student engagement. And this is a great way to be able to do that. So once you know what their learning style is, you're going to create activities to help those students be able to express themselves in that way or learn in that way. Also, it's going to deepen their thinking because by creating 4 different types of activities or assessments that go with your topic, students are going to be able to access the content in various ways and really dive deep into the content, which is exactly what we want for our gifted learners. So they might be able to be doing the tasks in their preferred learning style sometimes, but then you can also push them a little bit too out of their comfort zone and know exactly where they might struggle, but where you can offer support or other students can support them as well so that they can make a lot of growth. For teachers, these learning styles are key to knowing your kids and being able to differentiate for the different cognitive styles in your classroom. We always want to differentiate our instruction, but it can be so overwhelming. But if you just think of these 4 simple groups, then you're creating 4 different activities instead of tons and tons of different questions and not sure what to do. You can just focus in on these 4 and it doesn't make it so overwhelming for the teacher. Also, it helps you to gather data. Pay attention to what sort of activities your kids are drawn to so that you can do more of those in the class. We want that student engagement to go up, so the more you're offering activities that they like and enjoy, the more they're going to do them and participate and be active learners in your classroom. Also, it helps you to pair up other students. Like I said before, you can know the strengths of one group, so maybe your understanding learners, and pair them up with a self-expressive learner so that they can create something different based on fact and investigation. Or maybe you partner them up with an interpersonal student who's going to have like that softer touch and not be so hard on the facts and evidence, but they're going to be able to bring the human element into it. So they might be a really good yin and yang for each other. I hope that you will try figuring out the learning style preferences of your students. And if you'd like more information about this, I can link some down below for you. But this is a great beginning of the year activity, so I hope you'll give it a shot and let me know how it goes. See you soon.